Hey guys, Justin here. Now, I think they really should add a lot to this game. This game is great, but there's a lot you could add to make it even better. Now, that's just what this video is about. Basically, these are going to be 5 quality of life, basically, really just quality of life improvements to a game, which I think, some of these are definitely quality of life, other things are a bit more subjective, but I think that a few of these would actually be would be quite helpful. The first one is actually to do with boosters. Now, if you don't know, if you have a booster, it will show up here and you use it in the next match, right? Or the next 2 matches if you've got a 2, 3 boosters, if you have 3, yada yada yada, you get what I mean. But the problem is that sometimes sometimes you just have a bad game, and sometimes, you just, or you spawn in on a bot team, or you spawn in on another team. I think you should be able to choose when you should have your booster applied. And, and I think that will just help the game in the long run, because, let's face it, if you've got a booster on, if you've got a booster on, you're going to be playing a lot better, but what if it's your first game of the game, so you're warming up? What if you have what if you get some unbelievably god-awful team? Like, I've had teams where I've literally said, God, fuck's sake. And I've gotten not much XP because A, I didn't win, and B, I didn't get much kills because the other team was like very high level boosting, and I'm just on. This was even before I got the MG13 in Moscow, and stuff like that. The second thing has to do with custom matches, and that is just some improvements to them. First off, let's start with the basic. AI soldiers should be maxed. They've already nerfed the XP gain. Just give us the full 20v20 again. Day one, that was amazing. Another thing is the password system. Obviously, that needs to be added ASAP. I cannot count how many times custom matches have been ruined by some sweat lord who just jumped. We're having some fun. We're having some fun, having a few, laughs, and then bang, some sweat lord comes in with a full stack of PPSH, full T1s, AVTs, or in Normandy he just shows up with all he does is spams rifle grenades, P47s, and jumbos. Like, what fun is that? Like, there's no real fun there. Well, apart from me, because I'm having fun killing all the jumbos. But, just stuff like that just really it annoys people. The third thing I think they should add, and this is actually relating to Berlin, is, I'll go on to custom matches again, and that is adding armored train to everything. Like, I'm gonna say it'll probably end up being the railway bridge station armored train. So the lesser ones, other than and not the full CeeLo, like it was back in the day. But I still think that having these would actually still be pretty good additions, despite some other things that could happen. Like, I think if we had, a railway bridge on every like, I don't know, let's say, I don't know, in Moscow, something like maybe not Quarry, but because that's not a fun map, but on something like, say, a desert themed map with the maybe even using some of the stuff like Knife Cave Village architecture and stuff like that for it, or like Saint Lo for the Allies, or for Normandy, stuff like that, or just make new maps. And I think this could be really cool for the game, and it could really, it could be a massive benefit for the games in general. But, just having more game modes. Obviously, I know they are making that new game mode which looks interesting. But I think they really should, focus with Armored Train as well. For the fourth change, it's gonna have to be the fact that some campaigns are really underutilized. Berlin and Tunisia, Axis ring the biggest bells, but I think there should be a system in place where where you can play certain factions and you get like a 100% permanent booster to that faction for that playtime. So like, let's say for example, I'm just gonna throw out the head. Moscow Normandy, not Moscow Axis, is is underplayed. So devs give it like a 100% flat booster for like a week, and people can play that more, and it will help it will help level up. It will help reduce this grind, and B, you'll get people playing these campaigns more. Like some of these campaigns were a lot of fun. Even Moscow for me, where I'm not the biggest fan of bolt actions, I still have fun with Moscow. Berlin and Tunisia, they're not played as often now, mostly because Sultangrad came out and Tunisia just wasn't played to begin with. But yeah, it makes it so that if you're playing as the Soviets, you won't get the booster, but you'll actually play actual players, and if you're playing the Axis, you'll be playing alongside actual players and not alongside 50 bots. And for the final change, it's gonna have to be on Stalingrad. Get rid of this full access. Get rid of the trial version for the weapons. For the weapons and the squads at the very least. Just why? I mean, just what, like, look, I mean, some of these, they're not bad, I don't mind that there'd be a lot behind, like, the mortars, because who cares about mortars, but looking stuff like the ZH-29, the MG-42, the Korali, the MKB, it's honestly just, it's annoying. And, I like I said, I don't mind that they locked the, there's a few things I don't mind that they locked behind the paywall, like making it so that you get 4 times XP and additional squad slots. That's fine. But when you're locking behind literal content, what other campaign can you unlock absolutely nothing on? Like, only Stalingrad is the only campaign where you can actually unlock nothing every level. Like, I know I joke, on some levels that, on some campaigns where, like, where is it? Like something like this shotgun, for example. I joke and say, you unlock nothing with it when you unlock the Winchester Model 12. But at least it's kind of something. In Stalingrad, you're not unlocking anything for some levels. Like, you literally, if you don't pay, you don't unlock anything for certain levels. And I think they should make it so that you can unlock every weapon. And some of these weapons, the Korali, well, mostly just the Korali, were new to the game when it was added. And the fact that they've been locked behind a paywall kind of just sucks. Like, I don't really know what to say. I'm just going to end the video here. Not really much to say. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts about these in the comments. What do you guys think? And I'll see you guys in the next video.